I've been dancing since I was 4 years old, roughly 27 years. Every dancer in their regalia means something different. Each pattern, each color, each material gone into it, whether it be bone or leather or feather, whatever have you, is different and special to each person and each unique individual.
You got 1, 2, 3 ravens, so kind of like a bird clan symbol for the Ojibwe people, but also for me a personal messenger bird. You know, it's something we enjoy seeing.
Times where I felt really insecure about my connection to my culture in the past, and by the time I graduated George Brown, I was an Indigenous student leader, which I didn't see happening. I couldn't have dreamed this. You know, it was just a very positive byproduct of getting involved. Was actually strengthening my own security of self. It's really important to have the services like that as a student or a former student of George Brown, to have those supports like Sekitchwe and Wichihituwin up in Castelloma. It means a lot to an Indigenous student who might feel lost going into post-secondary education for the first time or even for the second time. It's a difficult place to be for an Indigenous person, and having those supports can mean the world of difference. It did for me.
I'm from a very small community, and like it says, one problem I did have was making connections with the, like in the city and that sort of thing, and just trying to find my feet, as it were. And this is how I was able to ground myself, working with the powwow and meeting people through that, and it was really gave me a grounding and helped me to be able to feel a part of what was going on.
We've been hosting this at George Brown now 10th year, and this is the 5th at the Waterfront campus since we opened. It's wonderful to be here at the edge of Lake Ontario, to be able to have the space outside melding with the space inside, to have so many First Nations people from around Ontario here. I love celebrating and appreciating the culture, to see the dancers in their regalia, to see families here together, to hear the drummers and the chanting, and just to see the passion with which everyone is enjoying this day. It's my honor and pleasure to be here.
When we first had the powwow at George Brown College, I was a student, and it was much smaller, and it was in the King's Lounge, and it was more like a social and not like a powwow, but it grew over the years and our funding grew, so now it's a big event that happens annually.
Look at where we are, sitting by the lake, Lake Ontario, because that is our lifeline. We are sacred like the water, so that's one of the great teachers, because it's right here.
The gatherings have changed. They've become more multimedia and more social, and there's a lot more variety of people, a lot of different cultures coming to it, and it's become a lot more mainstream, and it's been more accepting over the years.
More students come that are non-Indigenous, and community members that are non-Indigenous attend. We have more drum groups, and it's been more known to the public.
I have seen, the little ones come in here with their parents and have their first step,
I see a lot of kids running around today. I hope to see those kids dancing and growing through these powwows. I hope my own daughter gets to dance here one day.
It's amazing to see all the little kids here, and it's important to me because it's teaching the younger generation their culture and their tradition, and it's beautiful to watch them dance and be free and just express themselves.
This is a really good opportunity for international students. When I heard about the powwow, I heard about this have a lot of singing, dancing in this powwow, but I didn't know that there's a lot of culture in here. So when I came here, I was surprised by the culture.
Growing up, I had to learn English and French in the school and curriculum that I was going to, so it's almost like I feel like I was a bit kind of cheated out of that education, learning about First Nations content, but I feel like the rest of Canadians were also cheated out of that experience to learn about First Nations creation stories, our culture, our clan systems. I just feel like it was a missed opportunity to not have that in the curriculum, so that's why I'm in favor of having Indigenous credit requirement, because it gives it gives an opportunity for students to learn about us, and it provides that content that you just don't get in other school systems.
We do have Aboriginal electives that are available to all students. They're the general education courses. We're looking to enhance those by offering additional ones, but at this time we're trying to identify which courses we should be offering. We do have an Ojibwe class, which we're offering, and we've offered for a while. We'd like to see more people come out to that. So that's a sample of the direction in which the division is taking us.